Assuming you did read the disclaimer, let's get started. The fuel pump is located inside the tank and is accessible from underneath the rear seat. The fuel tank must be empty or almost empty before you begin this procedure. To siphon the fuel from the tank, remove the front section of the cargo area cover. Remove 4 screws and remove the cargo area cover. Remove 3 screws and remove the fuel sender cover. Disconnect the harness from the fuel sender. Using the large pliers, remove the plastic ring and insert the hose from the siphon pump or electric pump if you have one. Remove the rear seat by pulling up on it until the fastener dislodge. You will hear a pop while doing this, and then the seat will be free to move. There are 4 wires for the seat heater, 2 on each side. Dislodge the harness from the sponge and disconnect the connectors. Now you could remove the rear seat. Remove 3 screws and remove the fuel pump cover. Remove the wire harness from the fuel pump and the inlet and outlet hose. You may notice that there are no hose clamps on it. That is because I already removed them. Use a chisel, screwdriver, or similar device to knock this ring counterclockwise to remove it. This I already removed, and I just put it back on here for the video, so that's why it was so easy. Use a pry bar to remove the upper part of the fuel pump module out of the fuel tank. There are wires from the fuel sender that's still connected to this part, so you do not want to remove it completely and do not drag on it too much. Just turn it vertical for now. Remove the rubber O-ring seal. Remove the wires from the fuel sender. These seem to go back in any direction. There is not a specific polarity, but you just want to make note of how you got it before. Insert the fuel pump removal tool into the tank and locate the notches that it fits in, and turn the whole assembly counterclockwise until you hear a snap. There we go. Now the unit is ready to come out the fuel tank. The clearance is a little tight, and because the return line is still connected, it takes a little bit of your wiggle room I should say. You just kind of have to push it in the corner, as you will see, and remove the module from the fuel tank. Now the module is out. Just put it to the side. Here's an up-close view of the removal process using my homemade tool. Do the job. It's a piece of aluminum. Cut out 2 grooves in the bottom. Here's an up-close view of the area that the fuel pump sits in. It is designed so that fuel pump will always have fuel and never be starved, regardless of if the vehicle is on an incline or not. Now you must disconnect the return line from a port inside the bottom of the fuel tank. This is very hard to see. You have to actually use a light and look down inside. It's has a black connector that you squeeze and then pull out. Here's a closer view of the connector. To get access to this connector, I mean, you could try to remove it from where it's at, but you're not gonna have any luck because your finger is not gonna be able to squeeze it hard enough, and you can't maneuver any tool inside there. So your best bet is remove it. It's only anchored with three notches. Remove it from the notches and then bring it up. That way you could see it. Then you could remove it. Installation. First, connect the return line back to the plastic piece inside the fuel tank and then snap it back in place. Okay, and then close this, put this back in the location where it was, clip it back in. Put the fuel pump back into the tank. Use a special tool and rotate clockwise to lock the fuel pump module in place. Position this in here. Keep on. No, not yet. Keep rolling. Don't forget anything. Pull these wires up. Hold the cover vertically and attach the fuel sender wires back to it. On the outside. A little tighter, so you have to put it down this way. But you can see it. Insert the rubber seal. Rubber ring back. Here. Tuck in all the wires and all the hoses and then put the cover back. Then just this up. It's up. Back in here. And align this. Push it back in. Keep on recording. Keep on recording. recording. Keep on recording.